Hi. Good morning or evening, maybe, or afternoon, or whatever time of the day it is for you. It's nice to see you again. I heard that maybe, quite possibly, it's your birthday. And if it is, please let me be the first one to wish you a happy birthday. Today's video is relevant to birthdays because it's my birthday today. I generally don't really celebrate birthdays, or I haven't really for a very long time. Last year, actually, I was in, is it weird to say in transit? I was on a plane between two countries, and my birthday literally just slipped away because I left before my birthday and I landed after my birthday, which is fine. It was a little bit sad, but kind of accentuated the fact that as you get older, sometimes your birthdays fall by the wayside. So if you've chosen to listen to this, please let me wish you a happy birthday. In celebration, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about don't make fun of me, about 6 different water globes that I bought, and they're all different shapes and sizes and colors. Not that you can necessarily hear colors, but they make me happy, and that's really all that matters. Oh, I also got another like soft thing on the mic. Here, I'm going to scratch the mic. Is that okay? Oh no, it looks like the sound is coming out of my mouth. I hope that's okay. How does this sound? Is this okay? I got a pink one this time. I admit I actually really like this pink fuzzy on the mic. I think it sounds a lot better with the mic cover, actually. Last time I made a video without one, I didn't really like the sound of it at all. But do you think it's a little bit of a celebratory relaxation birthday celebration? We can take a little peek at all the different water pourables, and maybe we can see if we have a favorite. I don't know if you know, or if you're new to this channel, or you kind of just happen to stumble upon this video. I actually don't like ASMR. I think it makes my ears hurt and my brain bleed, but I have one sound that I like a lot, and it's the sound of the little water pourables that go bloop, 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 bloop. Like this here. I'll do one at a time, and then I'll do 2. Okay? I can't remember how to do this anymore. Hang on. always try to figure out how to do it really slow. I don't know how if I can find anything like it, but I want the water baubles to last longer, and I can't for the life of me find anything that would make them just go bloop 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 bloop. They're so fast. Here, let me try again. Ugh, I love them. So those were some like big pink glittery globes. I've got a completely different size globe here that will pick up. Ooh. Wait, this one might be really good. Hang on, let's see. Well, happy birthday to me because that's exactly what I wanted, I think. Okay. There's so much glitter in it too. I'm gonna... Okay, that's not very relaxing. I'm sorry. Okay. Ooh. I like this one. Okay, so I have another one very similar to it, but it's blue. So I'll put the pink one in your, I imagine it is your right ear, and I will do the blue one in your left. Ready? Ooh, that's nice. I like those a lot. This year, I turn reluctantly, but also not reluctantly, 35. I went out and I got my nails done and my toes done for the first time in a little bit, and not that anyone asked, but I was okay now that you're here and you're listening. I got them a color I've never gotten, baby ice blue, because winter is around the corner and I'll be here in America for winter, so I thought it might be really pretty, and they are. They're all glittery and sparkly, and they have bows and pearls, and they're very cute, so that was very nice. I have been working all week and weekend really hard to put a really cool birthday event together for everyone, and I'm pretty nervous about it. I am mostly full-time VTuber, but I thought I wanted to, how do you say, like go out of my comfort zone and do things that are not as a VTuber. And we have all been on calls and making appointments and scheduling things and trying to understand new technology to work an IRL camera and setting up stream. This is something I've never done in my life, and I'm very nervous and shy about it, but I think it might be a really good time if people are open to it. And I'm completely being excruciatingly vulnerable. I decided to go, pie to the sky? No, that's not. What's the saying for when you just like go all out to the most like embarrassing thing I can think of? I got in touch with someone that does aerial yoga. It's this thing where you have like a piece of material that is hung up from the ceiling, and they teach you how to like spin around it and jump on it and do these weird moves and stretches. And I was like, okay, if we reach a certain goal, then, or unlock it, then I'll do a stream of that this week. I don't know what I'm getting into just yet, but I think if you don't mind me listening to this, I'm a little bit at odds. There's been some talk going around on Twitter, and I know you're like, "Ugh, gross, I don't care for that. I don't care for social media." And you're right. I don't generally look most of the time, but there's been discourse, and it happens every few months. It comes with the territory. But it's the idea of when VTubing first began, it was for a sense of escapism. And I think that's beautiful. To have a place and something you can confide in and to trust that doesn't make you uncomfortable and know you can keep to yourself. And as time has gone on, and as it has grown, and now especially with Western VTubers, some Eastern, we have become more and more comfortable with bridging the gap between IRL content and showing who we are and identifying ourselves and VTubing. And the big discourse is, are you still a VTuber? If you show who you are, if you show your face, if you stream without a VTuber. And I think that answer can vary. I very much respect and understand both sides. I understand the trust someone puts into VTuber for comfort, and how that might feel like a little bit of a betrayal when you know and you put a real person together with that kind of hidden identity behind an anime model. And I understand. And you kind of don't want that immersion to be broken because you feel safe. You won't ever feel judged because that person is not real, but it's real to you. And the moment you see them, you're like, oh, they are real and they do have feelings in their own life that doesn't probably involve me. And that is heartbreaking, and I get it. But on the other hand, I very much see VTubing as a creative medium, an outlet for creativity and joy, and to do anything and be anything you want and share that and essentially find your community that loves you and you love them. To me, I think every VTuber creates their own facet of the world, of the online world, and they find you and they go, you're for me. And you either accept them for who they are, or you find someone else that is closer to your liking. It's almost like finding a favorite flavor. There are a million flavors of ice cream. I pretty much only like 2. I don't really even like ice cream, if I'm honest with you, and it takes me a long time to want to eat ice cream. It has to be a very special occasion, and what it is has to be the ice cream I like. So if you think of that, I wouldn't really ever tell people who make the other ice creams that they can only make that ice cream the way I like it, because then the other people wouldn't get to enjoy the ice cream that they like, right? But there's lots of room for lots of kinds of flavors, and you can like or not like whichever one you want. And that's kind of the freedom and the joy of it, you know. I didn't start as a VTuber. I was always a creator that used a webcam because VTubing in the West wasn't a thing then. But I got very sick. Very sick. I was back in the hospital and I couldn't stream anymore. And I was on prednisone and I was huge from water retention and I was so embarrassed and I felt so much shame. And I didn't want to be ridiculed online, so I stopped streaming because I couldn't stream, not like that. And VTubing was a means to some sort of freedom, while also being able to do the thing that I really enjoyed and I I love streaming. I've been streaming for about 9 or so years now, and I wouldn't want to give it up. Which is why I never really knew the rules of VTubing. I knew who Kizuna Ai was, and I thought that she was hilarious, but I had never once dreamed there being some sort of rules to follow. And as a 3D artist at the time, I just created a VTuber that essentially felt and looked like me, so I can do what I loved. But as I've grown as a VTuber and made my mistakes and did my trials and errors, after 5 years now of VTubing, I finally found my community. I have found the people who enjoy me exactly how I am. I tried for a long time to follow the VTuber rules by not showing my face or posting selfies, and then if I did, to cover my face or to use a mask. And earlier in the year, I just stopped. I was so afraid that I'd be ridiculed and I'd lose my community, but I didn't. And I've never been a confident person, but I would like to be. I want to be confident in myself, and I want to feel happy in my own skin. And I want to be sure that I make my community happy. I'm not for everyone, and I really appreciate you. I appreciate my community because they're okay. They've kind of come to terms with, this is who she is, and I'll accept her no matter what. I will always try to show you as much love and care, commitment and respect, either with my face out and doing IRL stuff, or my VTuber. I'm doing my best to find a proper path for my flavor of ice cream. And so far, I think I found it. A lot of you guys are okay with whatever I decide to do. In fact, ASMR specifically, a lot of you don't even watch VTubers. I remember asking that a few videos ago, and a lot of you said, no, I don't really watch VTubers, but I like your voice. So I can almost guarantee you guys don't care if I do aerial yoga or I have an MMA coach punch me in the face live on stream. I guarantee you, it's just a completely different crowd. And I like trying to reach a lot of you in different ways that speak to you. So, I don't know. Maybe I want to know, what do you think? Does it make you uncomfortable knowing who I am or knowing what I look like? Does that break the immersion for you? Does it upset you? Do you like it? Do you feel closer when you can see who they are as a human, a person just like you? I'm curious to know. I'm always asking questions. And I know sometimes that might get me into trouble, but I like understanding you. Genuinely, I mean that. I want to do better. But I also want to follow my heart. And I want to do things that make me happy. I want to try new things. I've put my nose down to the grind, and I don't even know that that's how you say it, but I've been working hard for the past few years, and I want to do some new things and get myself out there and do things that feel embarrassing and scary, so I can do more things and feel more confident. And I want to do that together with you by my side, if you will have me. I don't know which way the world is going with VTubers and the rules we should follow. But all I know, I guess feel, is shouldn't we all just be doing things that make us happy? If someone has nothing but good intentions, should we really judge them so harshly? Our jobs as creators is to find the people that our content speaks to and make them happy. That's it. Sometimes we're going to mess up or say things we don't mean because we're also like you. But I think it's important to remember that we just want you to be happy. That's it. I hope that I'm doing an okay job of that. I'm really excited for my birthday tomorrow. I said today, sorry, in New Zealand it's my birthday. And tomorrow I'm celebrating it on stream, and I have all these things lined up. I want to build a fire. I remember last year I promised to go camping, and I think ultimately I got really nervous. One, because I'll tell you a secret, I don't know how the tech works. I have an IRL backpack, but I'm so nervous to use it alone. I didn't want to mess up. So I have a handful of people here helping me. I've set everything up, and it's been an excruciating process. It's taken so much time, but I finally have help, so I'm a little bit less nervous about it. So I want to build that fire with you. I want to go outside and I want to build a fire, and I want to make some s'mores with you and me and take some time away from the world. Sort of be outside and touch grass together in a way. I have scheduled an MMA class. I don't really want to do MMA, but I figured it'd be embarrassing enough that you guys maybe would enjoy it. And I scheduled area yoga. Don't tell my stream, but I also scheduled potentially an archery class and indoor skydiving. I don't know why I'm doing all these embarrassing things. I don't know. I'm not trying to make up for anything. I'm really happy in my life right now. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm here, and you can't do these things really in New Zealand. So maybe now that the big debut is over and TwitchCon is over, I thought I'm going to try my best to push myself forward, not only in my life and growth, but to do some fun things with you so that I can bring all that knowledge of IRL streams and technology and finally go do the things in New Zealand I wanted to do. I have always wanted to travel New Zealand, and I wanted to do it with Molly Mishi, and she agreed to it like a year ago, but I was too nervous and scared. So if I can do this, if I can do these streams here before I go home, think about all the cool things we can do in a beautiful country. Ride horses and go in the middle of the woods and go to different B&Bs in really unique places and unique foods and talk to people and learn about Morty culture. Gosh, and then if we can do that, then maybe you and I can start traveling the world and show you things from my view. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Does that sound crazy? Is that something that you'd be interested in? Is that something you think that would be fun? Or should I just stick to playing games on Twitch? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't hurt to try. And you don't know until you try. All I know is that I want to take you with me. I'm going to have you be there every step of the way, if you'll have me. I don't know why I'm sharing these thoughts with you before tomorrow because I'm scared. I think I know that there's so many different viewpoints in the world about VTubing, and I think it's so silly. I know, but there's so many rules. There are a lot of rules. for VTubing, and we get treated a lot differently than normal streamers, and I respect that, and it comes with the territory, but it makes me so much more scared to put myself out there, to be like looked at with a fine-tooth comb. So all I can do is do my best to make it fun and make you laugh and have a good time, so that maybe you feel a little bit less rough on yourself too. If I put myself out there in a way that a lot of people wouldn't, maybe you'll feel more safe and comfortable. I hope. I like this being a place that you feel safe in. If that means putting myself out there and spitting around from the ceiling on a piece of bed sheet, then so be it. Who cares? I'm excited. A lot of new horror games are coming out and have come out. I'm going to play them this week. We got some cooking streams next week too. And oh gosh, I hope so bad I hear back from the person I want to interview next week. I've got 2 people lined up, but I'm waiting on confirmations, which is kind of like a tough thing to do, I think, with creators, but I'll cross my fingers and hope for the best. But I'm so sorry. Yeah. I don't know. I've got a lot of thoughts spinning around up there. What about you? If there is something that you could do, anything at all, that would make you feel like it was completely out of your comfort zone, that if you had the guts or the confidence to do, what would it be? The world is your oyster. Well, I hope one day you're able to do that. I think that it's the only way to grow as humans, people. It's just to constantly be challenging ourselves. And if I could be honest, challenging ourselves in ways that is not online. I think we start to live in echo chambers, and we start to just degrade our brains over time, thinking one way is one way only and not keeping an open mind. But I guarantee you, at least I would imagine, you put yourself up in an airplane, you skydive, I can't see how you can come back from that feeling exactly how you were before. Listen, I'm not telling you to skydive or bungee jump or go climb Mount Everest. I guess I just maybe am trying to be encouraging to feel confident in yourself, to do something else. If you've been down lately, or you've just been knee deep online and not going out, or hell, you don't even have to go outside if you don't want. Just do something new. Step away for a little bit. Close your eyes. Try to relax. Maybe even try to reroute the way you think about some things sometimes so that you can find yourself more positive. Not droning on about things that don't matter, little intricate details that really are not here nor there. Take care of yourself. Do what you can to make little changes so that they're positive, so that your life is a little bit brighter. That's all. I didn't mean to yap so long about literally nothing. I'm sorry. Why don't we get a few more bloops for the road, shall we? Again, if you've stumbled upon this video and it's your birthday and you're like, what is she talking about? I hope it's okay. I just kind of rambled about what was on my mind before my birthday. But, hey, happy birthday. Listen, if you didn't get a birthday wish or a happy birthday from anyone, just know that I gave it to you. At the very least. The random, weird horror anime girl that does ASMR on the side sometimes. I wish you a happy birthday. Don't worry. You're not entirely alone. My bauble is broken. This one doesn't bauble. I've never seen a bauble broken in my life. Okay. Let's try this one. These are good. Just so you know, I've turned 35. Things just get more difficult as you're older. But don't worry, there's hope, okay? Don't give up. You have more at your fingertips for you to grow and be better. And keep trying. So I guess what I'm trying to say is never stop believing in yourself. Even when you get really old and you're tired all the time, and all you ever get is ridicule and really difficult days over and over again, and you feel yourself getting less sleep every single day that passes. Don't worry. It's all a part of getting older. That's the fun of it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta turn this into a positive before you guys have a meltdown. Okay. See, that's really nice, I think. Gosh, I love baubles. Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. Let's do a little bit of head scratches, and then I'm gonna wish you to have the best birthday. And if it's not your birthday, that is completely okay. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, fantastic day. I hope that you're able to get some good, solid, well-deserved sleep. And I hope this time you're able to have vivid dreams that you'll remember and wake up feeling relieved and ready to start your day. Just take one deep breath in and out. And just know, not everything is as bad as it seems. It'll be okay. Try to put less weight, not only on yourself, but other people. Let's try to focus on things that make you happy, okay? Have a happy birthday, you guys, and a good night, and of course, a good day. Until next time, okay?